Hi, Lakshman, Meera, and Ashwindan. Okay, how are you all guys? I hope you're doing good and great. I'm doing fine here. So happy Deepavali. So we can't meet in person. So I prepared you a short video for the topic a city from the past. So you can refer to your page 78 and 79. Alright. So any questions or any thing that you want to ask, you can call me or you can text me. So dear parents, you can guide your children while they're watching this video, and I have prepared worksheet, okay, worksheet and notes for them. Okay, so by end of this lesson, you will be able to listen and read a short linear text, read activity 1 and tick, look at activity 2 and write about New York City using the verb were not. Okay, so activity 1, you have to listen and read the short text about New York City. Okay, so I'm gonna read for you and you have to listen. So this is a picture of New York City in the year 1900. It was very different then. There were any shopping centers or cinemas, but there were shops and theaters. There were not many cars back then, but there were lots of horses and carriages. The streets of New York City were not quiet. They were noisy and full of people, just like today. Okay, so you can read the text at home, okay, for you to understand the gist of this New York City. What is special about New York City? Okay, next. So these are some sample questions for us to trigger and to know more about New York City. Okay, so what city are these pictures of? There are pictures of New York City. What year is it in these pictures? It is the year 1900. Were there any shopping centers and cinemas then? No, they were not. Were there any theaters? Yes, they were. Were there any cars back then? No, they were not. There were horses and carriages. Were there streets quiet back then? No, they were not. There were noisy and full of people, meaning to say New York City now and in 1900, the streets, okay, or the roads are full of noise, okay, because it is a main town, right? Next, so grammar box. So there was a theater, there wasn't a bus, there were carriages, there were not many cars. There was, there were. So there was means it's a singular, there were means it's plural. So there was means அங்க ஒரு இடம் இருந்துச்சு இல்ல ஒரு பொருள் இருந்துச்சு. There wasn't அப்படினாக்கா அங்க ஒரு பொருளோ ஒரு இடமோ அல்ல யாரும் அங்க இல்ல அப்படினு அர்த்தம். Wasn't னா இல்ல, was னா இருக்கு. There was. There were அப்படினா நிறைய அங்க பொருட்களோ இல்ல இடங்கள் இருந்துச்சு. Okay, so there were many cars, meaning that place, you know, in New York City, there were not many cars. காடி குறைவா இருந்துச்சு. Okay, there were many horses and carriages. குதிரையும் அதோட அந்த பின்னால சொல்ற அந்த உட்கார இடம் இருக்குல்ல அது நிறைய இருந்துச்சு. ஓகேவா? Okay, activity 2. You read activity 1 and tick. Okay, very simple. இதெல்லாம் வந்து எதெல்லாம் இருந்துச்சோ இந்த இடம்லாம் வந்து எது இருந்துச்சோ டிக் பண்ணுங்க, எது இல்லையோ cross பண்ணுங்க. Okay, for example, were there any horse and carriages in 1900? Okay, yes they were. So எங்க இருக்கு? In frame 2. Okay, I read for you. there were lots of horses and carriages. அப்போ நிறைய இருந்துச்சு, குதிரையும் அதுக்கு உட்கார்ந்த இடமும், அதாவது குதிரை சவாரி செய்யறதுக்கு அங்க நிறைய வாய்ப்புகள் இருந்துச்சு அப்ப 1900 in New York City. So இந்த சின்ன பாக்ஸ்ல டிக் பண்ணுங்க. Okay, காடி இருந்துச்சா? Were there any cars back then? Okay, there were not many cars back then. அப்பனா காடி இல்ல நியூயார்க் சிட்டில. சோ நீங்க என்ன பண்ணலாங்க? கிராஸ் போடணும். சோ இது எல்லாமே அப்படிதான் செய்யணும். இல்லனா cross, இருக்குனா tick. Okay, next activity 3. You look at activity 2 and write about New York City in the year of 1900 using was or were. Okay, so இது தான் activity. நீங்க were na இருக்கு, were not na இல்ல. Okay, I will not discuss this. You try to do on your own. Okay, using the worksheet given. Okay, why worksheet la irukke. Okay, next enrichment task. Look and write correct answers by reading activity 1 text. Okay, so you read the text to find the answers. Okay, if you really understand the text, you can find these answers. Okay, wow? Alright, so thank you for lending me your ears. Stay safe, kids. Okay, I'm going to miss you all. Okay, but most importantly, we will try to complete the 2 more topics, topic 9 and topic 10 by this year. We will surely do. So see you in the next video. Bye.